goal with this course, to get people and students to a strong level of fluency, which then becomes a beginning in a longer journey to be able to study Quran, Sunnah, and other subjects within Arabic. We had the example at the beginning of Nabil Hathiani, who started from the zero and is now studying with ulama in Arabic, and he's fluent in Arabic. So that's what this course is about. So most commonly, people are familiar with courses that teach the rules of Arabic grammar, and in Greensville Trust we have that within the micro-madrasa, which is part of the actual course, Quranic Arabic. But that's not the focus in this madrasa. In the Arabic-Madrasa, we focus on conversational Arabic, although there is an element in the final year where we have a teacher from Egypt, Ustad Yasser Abdul Basit, who teaches the rules of Arabic in Arabic itself, in a natural setting of Arabic. So that's towards the end. But in the first couple of years, there's really no focus upon rules of language. It's more just about getting people confidence in speaking Arabic and building up the language. Likewise, what we'll also state, most people who want to learn Arabic, when you ask them as a Muslim, why do you want to learn Arabic? To understand the Quran. That's the obvious answer. So when I pray, I know what I'm saying. We will never make a false claim and say, after 3 years, even those who are fluent, so we have students come out speaking fluently. After 3 years, you can now open the Quran and understand the Quran. The Quran is an ocean. It's a limitless ocean. But what it does is allows a person to study the Quran using or with the tool of the language itself. Modern standard Arabic. We're not teaching al-Fusha al-Qadima, the ancient classical language of Nabi, which is the highest of all language, one of his companions, or even of the scholars of the early generation. That's not what we're teaching. We're teaching students to get to a level of an educated Arab speaker across the Arab world, an educated Arab speaker. And from there, then a person can go whichever way they want. So it's modern standard Arabic that we're teaching. Students to speak and understand a language that's used in universities, a language that's used in the media, and so on. Which, as we said, then becomes a stepping stone that enables those who want to study further. In the last year, as Nabil mentioned at the beginning, the focus now does become studying Islamic and Arabic texts, but through the medium of Arabic language. Just to mention the teachers, I myself, I teach on the course. I teach particularly in the second and third year. Ustad Amr Nawaz, he teaches in Liverpool for the year 1 students, and online as well. And Ustad Mustafa Salim, who's just spoken to us, he teaches here in Bradford for the year 1 and year 2 students. Likewise, we also have, particularly in the third year, we are honored and blessed that as one of the 3 modules in year 3, being Al-Ulum al-Shar'iyya, Introduction into the Islamic Sciences of Al-Aqid and Fiqh and Spirituality, we have a great scholar from Damascus, Sheikh Salih al-Murabi', who teaches the students in Arabic online, getting them accustomed to reading and studying books in Arabic. And then we also have Ustad Yasser Abdul Basit from Egypt, who joins the students from Cairo, teaching them rules of Arabic language. So these are the teachers who students will take from. The course, now to explain something about the course. It's a part-time course taught over 3 years. It's a part-time course taught over 3 years. Now, when we say part-time, it is part-time in terms of teaching time. We have 2 official classes. In all 3 years, 2 official classes. And then there's also revision sessions and work. So it is part-time. However, those students who gave time to and prioritized it over everything else, they came out of this fluent in Arabic. But those who are not able to commit as such to the same degree. They got something, but not to where they could have got to. So even though it's a part-time course, it requires real commitment and immersion into Arabic language. A person needs to commit all spare time that he has beyond his essential work and family and so on. He has to commit to learning Arabic in order to be successful in this course. We use a set of books called Al-Arabiya lil-Nashi'een. Now, one thing I would say is that, in truth, so we've been teaching this for over 10 years, and I've been teaching Arabic for a lot longer than that. And one thing that you'll note as a teacher, the book is not important. There are many other books, perhaps even better known. We have people familiar with the Medina books, like Kitab al-Asasi. There's other books that are available. So we have a set of 6 books that we take the students through. Books are not important. It's the teaching method and style that's more important, and the commitment of the students to doing the work that they're required to do. That's the most important of all. Year 1, let's just quickly go through each of the years. Year 1. In order for you to join this course, you don't need to have studied any Arabic before. All, as it says there, all that you need is that you're able to read and write in Arabic. And anybody who applies to this course will be tested beforehand. Because you cannot read or no write, then you're going to struggle. You'll struggle from the very beginning to engage in the course. But if you don't know any words in Arabic, you can't string a sentence together, then that's the point we start off from. But you must be able to copy out sentences in Arabic, to read, for example, a basic level of reading Quran. It's more than sufficient to get a person through. That's the only entry requirement. Likewise, you've not studied rules of Arabic grammar, not a problem. Not a problem. That's something that is dealt with later on. So that's the only requirement, is that you're able to read and write comfortably. In the first year, all we're doing is engaging the students and pushing them to start speaking in Arabic. That's all it is. Just pushing students, just teaching students phrases, how to use phrases in Arabic and so on, and just encouraging them and push them to start speaking. As Ustad Sheikh Mustafa mentioned, we do the same, and he said when he was learning Arabic in Tarim in Yemen, the same thing. He's told, just say it. Doesn't matter if you're saying it wrong. Doesn't matter if you're saying it in broken Arabic. Doesn't matter. Just say it. Just speak. Isma, ibhath karri. Listen. Research. Are you going to find meanings of words and repeat? Just keep on repeating. That's all we're doing. Just pushing students and building up their confidence with the language. It's immersion into language. That's what we use. It's an immersive technique of learning how to speak the language. And so that's why we say we create an environment, no difference if you're online, you're on site, no difference. We're going to create an environment that you're able to speak Arabic, making mistakes, students laughing with each other and joking with each other during Azmi, and the teacher likewise having banter with the students and so on. But just to make students feel comfortable to learn the language. No. And then after the first semester, so we start in September, after the first semester, when you move into the second semester, midway through the second semester, which starts in January, the classes switch to complete Arabic. And it's a struggle for some, but again, if you heard what Sheikh Mustafa mentioned when he went, he's studying in Yemen, he's dropped in a town where there's nobody speaks English. That's the best way you can learn a language. Being around people who only speak in that language. So we create that, we artificially create that environment where we ban students from speaking anything other than Arabic, especially once you move into year 2 and year 3. Like Nabil mentioned at the beginning, that was the first time in about 4 or 5 years I'd heard him speak English. Nabil, I'm still in contact with him, he's in the Emirates. But there are students that have completed, and that's it. I've never heard them speak English for years and years, because now they're completely immersed into it. So then as you're progressing and you come to the end of the first year, for those who've done well within it, the confidence, speaking at a basic level, but confident within their Arabic. That's the first year. Then you move on to year 2. For those who continue, move on to year 2. The goal of year 1 is that you get to a basic level of speaking Arabic. It's a basic level. So you're not fluent. One or two students after 1 year have become fluent. 1 year. With one or two students who had them in 1 year, they became fluent. And in truth, for them, it's day and night. They were just talking to people in Arabic, listening to Arabic, and so on. So even in 1 year, it's possible. It simply depends upon the amount of time a person is willing to commit to Arabic language. Year 2, what's our goal? Talaqat al-lisan, to get to a level of fluency where we broaden students' Arabic language. Students are now required to listen to classes, listen to lectures. We send them clips, we send them videos, we discuss them. We discussed with them. That becomes a focal point within the classes themselves. What I didn't mention also is in the first year, towards the end of the first year, and definitely in the second year, students have to do presentations in Arabic. Week after week after week, different students doing presentations, 5-10 minutes speaking about different subjects. That's also part of their exams. This year, the students have exams next week on Monday. One of the two parts of the exam is that they have to present. Year 1 to speak 5 minutes on the subject. Year 2 have to speak 10 minutes on the subject. So we're pushing them further and further into the language to the point that by the end of the year, year 2, they've reached a level of fluency within Arabic, and those who've committed and done all the work, we have students who are very strong now, who come towards the end of year 2, we have students who are very strong, not all at the same level, but those who did what they're required to do, they've reached that level. Then year 3 is different. With the year 3 students, we prepare them by the end of year 3 that they're able to study Quran, Sunnah, and other subjects in Arabic. Like Nabil, since he finished the course 2 years ago, he's been studying with different shuyukh in the Emirates, online classes and so on, but in Arabic itself. And that's the aim of the 3rd year, that the students by the end of that year are ready to go and study further. So we'll push them even further. The classes now become focused around lectures and classes of ulama, of people of knowledge, centering around the Quran, around the Sunnah, and around other subjects. But in addition, as we mentioned, there's 2 further subjects that are then introduced. We have Sheikh Salih Murabi, a learner, the blessed scholar, who's committed to this madrasa, Arabic-Madrasa. He takes the students through a book in Aqeedah, a book in fiqh, and a book in spirituality, teaching them how to study in Arabic. And then also we have Ustad Yasir Abdul Basit, who joins them online from Cairo, teaching them in Arabic the rules of Arabic language. So by the end of year 3, the students, those who've done everything, those who complete the course and do everything, they're fluent. Those who are not, they still get to a decent level at the end, but they're ready to take it further. So now the students are now ready to go further, engage with Arabic at their own pace, beyond the Arabic-Madrasa. Now, some details about the classes. The course will start this September 2025. We usually finish around the beginning of July. So 3 normal academic semesters, winter, spring, and summer. It mentions approximately 30 weeks over 3 semesters of teaching. September, so it moves according to the normal academic year. Now, somebody asked about online. We have three madrasas. We have based in Liverpool, and then one here in Mustafa Mall, I'm here right now in Bradford, and then online. And online are merged classes. Merged classes where Liverpool year 1 and online. The teacher, Sheikh Ahmed, he delivers them together, and trust me, for those who think it can't be done, we've done it year after year. Nabil, I've never met him in person, but he's fluent in Arabic. He's only ever studied with us online. So Liverpool, Bradford, and online. But we put a requirement for online, which is that you have to be a distance away from. We set around 60 miles, 70 miles, where you're not able to come to Liverpool or Bradford, or especially for females who have commitments where they're not able to travel further. Then we do give that option for online. Monday and Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. They're the official class times. The same with year 2, Liverpool, Bradford, online. Monday and Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Whereas with the year 3, Year 3, we may have a Bradford class this year, and Sheikh Mustafa may well take. So far, we haven't done one in Bradford. So Year 3 is Liverpool online. There's a Tuesday class in person and online, and then the Sunday class, which is with the two teachers, this teacher from Damascus and teacher from Cairo, that's only online. We may well introduce a Bradford class for the Year 3 students this year. As we mentioned, we have distant learners, which is the online part for students more than 65 miles from either Liverpool or Bradford, or even those within that range, but they're not able to come. That does not mean if somebody's living in Bradford, they can go online. If somebody's Liverpool, no, it means somebody nearby, but because of family commitments or other commitments they can't attend, then we do give some leeway on them if there are genuine reasons. The online and distant learners, as we mentioned, more about international students or students far north or far south, who physically it's impossible for them to come. The workload, I'm not going to go through this too much, but I just want to emphasize the point that the course is so intense. It is so intense. It's not an easy course. So you have 2 classes a week. Let's just stick with year 1. 2 classes a week in person. Then you have homework from those 2 classes. So you have a class on Monday and you're given homework to be handed in Friday. You have a class on Friday and you're given homework to be handed in Monday. Just a constant cycle throughout the whole year. And then in addition, you have revision sessions, review sessions, where what you learned on the Monday, usually on the Wednesday, groups that are set up by the teachers, you'll be given exercises to practice what you learned. Class on Friday, you'll have a revision session on Saturday, Sunday, where again, you're given exercises to practice. The revision sessions are the key to students progressing. It's not enough just for a student to turn up to class. And then we have exams at the end, which is the least important part of the course. In addition, so the point of that, for those who are serious about learning and want to get to that level of fluency, is that it's such an intense course. It is such an intense course. But those who do it come out of it fluent in Arabic. In addition, we started this last year, we've got the next one, and every year we'll have this, we have an Arabic retreat, which is isolation from anything other than Arabic here in Mustafa Mount, 4 days, which we're doing this retreat a week on Saturday. So starting on the Sunday a week Sunday, all the way up until Wednesday, 4 days, 24/7, Arabic only, where we just lock the students into an Arabic environment. And interestingly, we delivered it last year the first time. We had 2 additional teachers, both Syrian teachers, native, 24/7. Not a student is not allowed to say a word in Arabic for 4 days, 24/7. And some student commented and gave us feedback saying that there was quantum leaps that the experience in terms of the Arabic built up so much confidence within those 4 days, because all the time they're listening, they're speaking, and they're using Arabic. We have extra activities. We have the Arabic retreat that we just mentioned, which is an essential part of the course. Part of the fees that you pay is for you to attend the Arabic retreat. We also have Ramadan lessons, daily lessons in Ramadan, beginner's level. I usually deliver every single day for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, studying surahs of the Quran in Arabic. And then for the year 2s and year 3s and more advanced ones, we have Sheikh Muhammad Darwish, a blessed Sheikh of ours who's based in Indonesia, a Syrian Sheikh, who delivers classes on tafsir of Juz Amma in Arabic itself. And then we have the Rabi' lessons with Sheikh Muhammad Salih Murabi' in Rabi' al-Awwal, where he has regular classes on the Shama'il al-Nabawi, the blessed traits of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, all taught in Arabic. So there's additional things that are happening, all of that just to build up an environment where the students are engaging with Arabic all the time. So if you're interested and you're committed and you're deadly serious about this, if you want to scan that code there, or you can alternatively go online to greenswoodtrust.org, the Arabic-Madrasa, or email into Arabic-Madrasa@greenswoodtrust.org. And you're welcome to come. And today's Wednesday, this Friday, we still have an open day where you can experience the course for those who are close to Liverpool to come. into Felicity House on so year 1 will be 7 till 8, year 2 from 8:30 to 9:30. Welcome to come and attend. And the same times here with Sheikh Mustafa in Bradford. And for those online who want to attend online, you still have one more chance, bearing in mind that if you come on, Friday is the last class they have. Then on Monday they have their exams. So you'll gauge the level that you'll be at the end of the year. You'll get an idea of the level that you will take you to by the end of the year. Wallahu. So that's the course. Anybody interested, welcome to come and observe. And also if you want to apply, you're welcome to come and apply. The link has been sent. Let me just quickly respond. I think the question about online course, I think we've dealt with that. So yeah, if you have genuine difficulty, then it's open to do online. The prerequisites to write in Arabic. Yeah, it's enough just to copy letters and words presented. It's not enough as long as a person not so weak that it'll take him a while to copy out 1 or 2 words or to read 1 or 2 words. So he doesn't have to be fluent, but it shouldn't be that he's so weak that it'll take him too long to write out a couple of words. So just at a basic level, it's not going to take too long to copy out. But what to do, if you're genuinely interested, apply, and everybody in year 1 gets tested. They get tested beforehand just to make sure that you're at the required level. Any further questions as we're going to start? Because we're pretty much done in terms of explaining what the course is about. Is a further question? Hey Hashim, wa alaikum salam. Further question. A trial, we don't usually have a trial period. Students have to commit to it from the beginning. So we don't really have a trial period, no. I think we'll stop there. Jazakumullah khair for all of those who attended. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.